You feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Third quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now. Now Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Inside handoff down to Fournette. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers. Let's see how that works.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles are able to claw one back. Elliott good with a PAT. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now out comes Minnesota. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that's going to be caught. How about that one? They faked the spike, and it winds up a touchdown. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun, because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on him, but he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw here. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the Super Bowl.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Hurts. Quick slant to Brown.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
They'll look to throw again.
Hurts fumbles it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for
touchdown. Olamide Zacchaeus, 43 yards.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Elliott good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Powering his way forward and still fighting. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Derek Stingley picks it. Down the right sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No,
okay.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
Hurts fumbles it.
Much like a... line quarterback. Protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing is Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. His 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Elliott good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action with Burrow. Rolling to his right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25.
That's interference. Defense.
Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Hassan Reddick in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. Here we go. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Joe Burrow. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Man open left side is Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jonathan Bullard able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And now off to the races down the right side.
take this one home. It's a touchdown. An impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the fourth quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
So the Vikings bringing the offense back onto the field. They'll go for two here. They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Hurts. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now
there he goes, right side.
Inside the 10, and he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
A big play there for... $58 yards.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And they have done it. The Minnesota Vikings are the Super Bowl champions. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the land of 10,000 lakes.
Tripping, this is easy, got them excited to meet me, I got diamonds, you got CZs, wake up, get to it and repeat, hey, I ain't hear nothing haters New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. That hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch 'em talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business. Just look at the ticket. The traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it. I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more of them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true. Haters are climbing your river like boo. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these NFC West foes. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one in the NFC, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather, snow, and more of it. Set now for an early season adventure in the snow. And off we go from Seattle. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession.